Morning, Bruce. Got my text? Good morning, welcome to ATB. I'm Darren Dance here at the Werribee Quarantine Centre with Peter Morganti. A little bit overcast and we've just seen probably a dozen horses work, Pete.
Some valuable horse flesh over in the vintage crop barn here at Werribee Quarantine Centre, yeah.
It's a full house, no vacancy. 8 horses over there at vintage crop on the second shipment. And you've got some footage here of some of the horses walking around and your first look at Nikita, Pete, what did you think?
Smallest horse amongst that lot, but no, compact, nice little horse, very relaxed. We've seen 3 or 4, Latrobe included, were very lean, mean looking stars, very long, and then we had a couple with
couple of chunky ones.
Yeah, which was Marmello and the Ebor winner Muntaha, and they just the difference was amazing, just in type.
Yeah, Aidan O'Brien's horses definitely are sort of that lighter weight, long, skinny neck, no rump.
No, and it just...
And then Marmello and that other horse, grey horse, have big heavy things, and then Nikita's somewhere in the middle.
Yeah.
And I think they said he weighed, Nikita's 430.
430, which surprised me a little,
which is his spot on target weight.
Yeah, well those other bigger two, I suppose, would be pushing towards 480 to 500, I guess.
I would think so, yeah. And so, did one take your eye there, Pete? One that you're tempted to go home and take the money out of Jonah's piggy bank and put on?
Might be empty, that piggy bank.
You've already raised it?
No, look, I like Latrobe just on first look amongst those, but then you pointed one out and he took me eye. I reckon he's a combination of 2 types, was Magic Circle.
Lovely horse.
Oh, absolutely. And
beautiful horse, Magic Circle. I love the attitude of Latrobe.
Yes.
Just walked around with its head down.
Yeah, it's really on the ground after time. Yeah.
Pretty much like you on a Saturday night about 8 o'clock.
Yeah, about midnight coming home, I reckon.
But no, it was good to see, so there's some footage there.
It just shows you all types and sizes.
What amazes me is they're all colts or stands, and not one made a noise, not one sung out.
Could have fired a gun there, Darren. I think the only ones would have run were us, I reckon.
Yeah, no, it was good.
Very relaxed.
Anyway, we've got some footage at the end of this of Nikita having a little stroll, and for those that haven't heard, we've engaged Brett Preble to ride him in the Moonee Valley Cup, and hopefully he gets off and is keen to ride him in the Melbourne Cup.
Very solid engagement, Darren. A world-renowned, Hong Kong premiership winning jockey, and obviously beat us in the Melbourne Cup in 2012 with Green Moon. So
can ride a bit.
Plenty of experience.
So he'll be down here next Tuesday, where Nikita's having his final piece of serious work prior to the Moonee Valley Cup.
Yep, which is only 9 days away as we stand here. And 19 to the Cup.
It'll be over before we know it.
No, it's really getting to the pointy end now.
All right, well, let's go back through the last week's runners. There was 4.
4, all ran well.
Righto, who do you want to start with?
We'll kick off Friday at Ballarat, where unfortunately you had to have a walk-on and you missed it, but it was
that was Tom's fault.
Exciting debut of the Written Tycoon colt, Write Your Name. Write Your Name
by Written Tycoon, trained by Archie Alexander. First start, obviously, he was entered for the Caulfield Guineas, and obviously had a fair bit of promise about him, and then Archie had that little closure there for I think 4 weeks.
4 to 5.
Which kind of held us up a bit, but he came out and debuted like a very good horse, and was mentioned in a lot of dispatches as one to follow.
I think we tried to keep the lid on a little bit in our previous edition without giving too much away, but Archie's been pretty bullish for a little while that this bloke goes good, and I think we've seen the first little snippet.
So if you're looking for this week's edition for a horse to follow, standing behind us, there isn't one.
Yeah, no, that's right. Yeah.
So a few people text me and said, oh, they'll be noting whatever we do this in front of in the future.
Is that the Americane barn over there? There's a heap over there.
Anyway, look, he's a nice horse, and congratulations to all the owners. He was one we paraded last year at the Christmas party.
Yep.
And for those that were there, they saw him, they loved him, and they jumped on, and maybe we'll have a surprise horse to parade at this year's Christmas party.
Just pop this little photo up to show the excited owners that were there.
The crowd, Pete.
Yeah, basically right too, yeah.
I want to give a special mention to one of the owners, Jim Turner.
Yep.
Told me he hadn't had a winner for 2.5 years after having a couple of handy ones, and finally broke in his duck. Obviously, and he goes into hospital to have a knee and hip surgery today, I think. Right, so good luck to Jim, speedy recovery.
Hopefully Jim's...
He said he's determined to get to the Christmas party to buy another one.
He'll be on the motorbike riding around. It was Jim's luck with good horses. Hopefully they can rub off. A bit of water in between, but
yep.
Looks like he's got a nice one here.
No, so very pleased with Write Your Name, and I know there's a lot of owners there. It was their first ever horse, so it doesn't get any better than that. No. Best you don't buy any more.
Yeah. To carry on that day, and probably just as pleasing for the owners, was the run at Periscope at Cranbourne. I think you would have put the shutters up at the 600 and thought, gee.
What price would you have got if you were betting in the run at the 400?
I couldn't have put enough noughts on the Betfair ticket, I don't think.
Would have been 1,000 to 1.
Easily, going backwards.
Yep, 3 lengths tailed off when they put the foot down. He just dropped out. What was that, 2,000?
It was a 2,000 metre race, and that was probably around the 500 or 600 metre mark.
So he's a stayer. He's bred, obviously, by Raise the Flag, same sire as our horse Yogi. And he's got that similar pattern, hasn't he? He's going to get run off his feet and then charge home. Now, his last 400 was outstanding, wasn't it? He just ripped down the guts of the track and ran third.
He was still last on the home turn.
And my phone went mad.
It was you had to watch it to really understand how good a run it was. Yeah.
So if you haven't seen Periscope last Friday night at Cranbourne, go back and have a look.
We'll talk about him a bit later because he's done so well during the week. He's going
on
to
a quick back up.
Yep.
So a very promising run.
Yep. Saturday we had Serious Suspect at Adelaide. Now he's run 5th, beaten a length and a half, and I did watch the race a couple of times. The first 3 to the straight were first 3 over the line. We were 4th in. The other Weir horse nabbed us on the line. I think in hindsight, and Harry mentioned it in his post race, he probably should have pushed through and led.
Yeah.
And it could have been a different result because they just held their ground. I don't know whether he would have led the grey because it flew, but...
I always thought this... I was a little bit surprised when I read the pre-race to say he's going to settle in and then peel out into line, because I just think every time he's won, he's led.
Yeah, led or outside the leader. Yeah.
So I don't understand that, but...
I suppose it's trying to make him into a little bit more adaptable horse, but I think...
I think we're kidding.
Well,
just lead and win, Pete.
Well, it's harder as you get
Stop mucking around.
Yeah, look.
Stop mucking around.
To the stable.
Bo Road did it.
Yeah, well, he did it.
Do you remember that all?
I do, actually. It was one of your favourites.
You would have been in your 40s, eh?
Bo Road.
Anyway.
Anyway, look,
just lead on the bloody thing and he'll win more races.
Yeah, I don't reckon barrier 1 suits him either. I reckon.
Stop making excuses.
No, I just don't.
I know he's your horse.
I don't.
I know you've done your day.
Well, the 2 times he's beaten Gate 1, he's half fluffed the start, Mooney Valley, and he was slow out again on Saturday.
He's got the form down pat on his own horse. Couldn't tell you nothing about the others.
Let's move on. Cranbourne. The next day, Broadway first. Look.
What barrier did he jump from, Pete?
Midfield, didn't he?
What number?
4.
No,
5, 4.
He doesn't know.
Well, I don't know the scratchings.
Did you watch the race?
So it doesn't matter for the scratchings when you draw Gate 1, you're still Gate 1.
Did you watch the race?
I did.
Okay.
Ran off his feet. We had to go somewhere. The actual calendar's not helping this horse. There's just no races.
1,000 metres, Magic Cat, he was no hope.
No, but you can go to...
Got beat 6 lengths.
You could have went to the trials.
Picked up $3,000 for a trial.
Better than going to the trials on Monday.
There you go.
And he goes to a 1,200 at the Valley.
Get ready.
Yeah, I reckon get ready. I reckon
it's a warm-up run.
Warm-up run.
I reckon you blokes are up to your tricks.
Oh, yeah, right. I'm right in on those tricks. My bank balance doesn't say that. So that's it, Darren. So we had four
couple of very, very promising runs. A couple of very promising runs.
For sure.
A couple that I think, in their right, ridden correctly and ridden their right race, will be winning. All 4 of those horses will pay their way.
Yep, for sure.
Now,
coming up, Maui today. Perugia, 3rd up.
What price?
He's around $15 or $16.
Who's riding it?
John Allen.
What barrier?
9. I think it's 9 and 9.
Not bad.
9 of 9.
We've got the money favourite.
Yeah.
This run will bring him to his top.
I like Moe as the choice. I just hope we roll forward and just be somewhere in the first 3 or 4, and I reckon he'd be around about without winning, I'd say.
Righto.
Tomorrow, we mentioned Periscope.
Warrnambool.
Yes,
You're
Warrnambool.
going.
I'm going for a trip down. We've got 3 runners.
Righto.
And Periscope's probably one of 2 that'll be right in amongst the
Pretty
finish.
poor average field.
I think the backup, the horse pulled up well. And when they seen the field, it was a no-brainer to go there and out to 2,300.
What price will he be?
I reckon you'll get no better than 2 to 1.
$3.
It might even be shorter.
I reckon he'd be shorter.
Yeah, that's what I said, no
If
better.
he's over 250,
Yeah.
nobody watches replays.
I think the backup, Jay Allen-on's a good choice of jockey. Nothing against Harry because he rode him well. Harry's not there. I didn't sack HH. I didn't sack him. But Johnny on, good strong rider, because there's going to be a period in the race where he's going to flatten out and be dour, and geez, he's going to be strong late.
You're excited.
Yeah, he'll win.
Ooh.
There it is.
That's it.
See, bud.
I'm scratching.
He's not there. First up, 2 races later, we have Think Babe, and this has been
It's been a long story.
Yeah, hasn't he? He's promised the world, and
The Pretender.
what's the go? Promised the world.
What do you call
Giving
him?
us an atlas.
What do you call him? What's his nickname you got for him?
No.
Phil Shorten, is it?
Think.
Hey?
I got no
Pretender.
nickname for him, the Pretender. He's right. Here's gate 1. The Yendel.
What happens?
Box seats.
How did he trial the other day?
Nicely.
Oh, see, he's giving us nothing. He's supposed to be on our side.
Well, the trial he was in, prevailing winds just got nutted at Hamilton.
Did he win his trial?
Yeah.
How far by?
Oh, no, not much. But you got thermal current and horses like that in it.
So he beat them. Thermal current. It goes all right. What's he won? 300,000?
It's a group winner, isn't it?
A group winner. He's beaten that, and you're giving us nothing.
He's an older horse now, but he's still a group winner. Gate
Getting
1.
cagey, you are.
Gate 1, box seat. Won his maiden at Warrnambool by 8.
Or are you just looking after the owners?
Yeah. No, he's just going well. He's just got to run well in that.
Didn't he win at
grade.
Warrnambool by about 8 lengths one
Yeah,
day?
that was his maiden. And then he got about 8 in front when Dean rode him during the Carnival and he got caught in the line. Remember that? So he goes there. As
that
long as
Yendel ringing
he's
you?
fitted up good enough.
Probably Yendel ringing you while you wondering why you put Preble on Nikita.
There's probably another reason for that, Darren. We'll talk about later or next week. So he's a great chance.
Great chance. There you
Great
go.
chance.
He's beaten a group horse, and he's a great chance in what? A 64,
70.
70.
Field of 8.
What price will he be?
Oh, he'll be the same price, I reckon.
250?
Yeah, something like that. He's got to be.
I suppose any horse that turns up these days with Darren Weirs, the trainer, is going to be 240 in the country.
D. Yendel.
Another lazy 3 winners yesterday at Caulfield in 4 seconds.
Unreal.
Hey?
Yep.
Talk about domination.
We just need to catch the wheel a little. We fell off a bit after August, but
We'll be right.
We'll get back on. And Fox Largo, probably her swan song, Darren. Blinkers
Yeah.
on. We missed out at Donald when I drove all that way up there that day.
Your little mates.
Yeah, they
Didn't want to
pulled
get
the
dirty.
pin. Unbelievable, aren't they?
Hey?
Hey?
One little bit of rain and
Half
they
the
don't
mud
want to
wouldn't hit them. They're that small. God, they must all need glasses. They don't have vision.
5 o'clock on a Friday, they just want to go home.
So Fox Largo, it's a 2,000 metre benchmark 58
She'd want to win by 6
to
keep going.
Yeah.
Otherwise, she'll be going to see one of the boys in the barn.
You would just hope to see improvement, the blinkers on, but
Massive.
yeah.
Got to show she's city class to persevere, please.
Exactly. Same night, Darren, you're going to go to the other end of the state, or out east anyway, to Pakenham. We got Igniter second up after being put over the fence at Sale. Oh, it was a Sale?
Nearly through the fence.
Nearly through the fence.
Bairnsdale, that was.
Bairnsdale, somewhere out that way.
Williams reckoned he was going to win until that happened.
Yeah, so second up on a big track.
He's worked well since.
Yep, so bit extra trip.
Brad Ruilla goes on
Ruilla on, and
because no one else wants to ride there on a Friday night because they want to rest up for Saturday.
all a bit precious, aren't they?
Too much money, these blokes.
Yeah, blokes like Geordie Charles are doing that now. Oh, well done to Dean Holland too, riding right, you know. He got the chance when
Charles won't get back on now.
he actually went to Cranbourne and
He rode written by. No,
nah, something else.
Another good horse.
One of Hayes' that
Good horse, yeah.
Anyway, they pick and choose, don't they?
it's all right. We all remember.
Tolpa kicks off her career
Debut.
Robbie
Griffiths.
Yep. I actually haven't seen the riders here. Apologies. Is it
Brad.
Brad again? Yep. Your thoughts?
Um,
Trolling up okay?
yeah,
Still
I've
pretty
been,
new, isn't she?
Yeah, I've been watching this filly because she's bred to be really well and pretty good. It's just just got a habit of being slow away.
Yeah.
And then just seems to take her 50 metres to muster a speed. And then she just cruises along, and then she really attacks the line.
Great choice of track.
So this is the reason both these horses of Robbie Griffiths are going to packing them on Friday night, because of that big track.
Yeah.
And I'll be really interested to see under race conditions how she puts it together. I think Brad's a great choice of rider because he's got so much experience, and he doesn't mind getting busy in the saddle.
Yeah, yeah.
So I want to teach her to hit the line, and
yep.
Look, I'd expect her to run top 3.
First meeting of the night season out at Pakenham, so it should be a good night, big night. Hopefully a lot of owners get along.
I think our 2 Darwin horses with Neil Dyer are both first up down there as well, so we'll have 4 going around. Not that Arctic Song and Royal Request will be troubling the scorecard, but
kicking off though.
At least there'll be 4 there for us to have a look at.
Yep.
Just hopefully it's not a 4-hour drive.
Back, or there. Well, there, yeah.
We'll be leaving early.
Anyway, we look forward to 5 runners on Friday, so hopefully a winner or 2 there, or 3.
Cranbourne?
When's that?
Don't know. Just short in. Maybe it's Caulfield.
Yeah. I just can't read. I'm going. Alarm bells, what have I missed? Collectible in the Ethereal.
I have been up since 4 a.m.
Yeah,
I've already done a walk on.
I'll forgive you. Collectible in the Ethereal, the Group 3 for the fillies over 2,000. Unfortunately, the barrier gods weren't kind, but...
Drew 18. They run 16.
Craig Williams.
We're hanging our hat on the fact that Pinot won this race last year from 15.
There you go.
Trying to make the owners feel better. And ourselves.
Yeah. Just...
Well, she's crying out for the distance.
Yeah.
Her 3 runs, she's had 3 seconds. I think they've all been at Geelong. And each time she's really peeled out and tried to attack the line and just given the impression she needs further. So I suppose what's going to happen here is that from that gate he's going to have to, well, at best he's going to be 3 wide with cover.
I think that's the key.
And then he's going to try and peel out and make a run. So a lot of it again is going to be tempo related. Yeah. The good thing about Caulfield this week is for the first time I can remember, you can win leading or you can win running on. And I think even yesterday they were running on. The rail just looked a bit patchy.
Yep.
I think the rail might go out 7 metres on the weekend, so fresh ground. So look, she's good enough to run a place. $50 or $51 is a ridiculous price. She'll probably come out at 14 or 15, and I'd suggest you just have a little something on the place and a nice run here. She'd have to be running top 5 and running home nicely for us to consider taking her to the Oaks.
Big field sometimes generates a lot more pace. Might be as bad as it looks.
We need pace, and we need a really good ride from Craig Williams.
I think if you look at the big field and you just think, wow, I think you can put a line through 6 or 8 pretty quick in there.
10 of them won't start.
Yeah.
But, you just don't want to get caught behind them, and that's where
it may be an advantage to be 3 wide with cover.
He needs to get this. He needs to put in a career best ride for ATB.
He was on fire early last week and he knocked a few over. He's having a little holiday after Saturday, so hopefully you might think he'll tickle up his bank balance before he's going to
miss
rest
next week. So anyway,
all right, all good there. And Sunday, just to round off what we do know, Penthouse Playboy will go to Horsham.
Back to 2100 metres, Peter. What's going on here?
Little plan.
I don't like seeing horses drop back in distance.
Well, the idea is we're seeing 2 nice races at Moonee Valley next month. Being the second over 2,500 and a 3,000 metre race in the middle of the month. Hence, he didn't want to go to the 28 too early at Kyneton the other week. I think we're 2,300 at Ballarat. So the 21, while it's back in trip, it'll sharpen him up, and then we'll go 25, 3,000. As long as the horse is going well.
That's the plan.
That's the plan.
So,
and rubber stamped by Simon this morning, the racing manager. So hence we go to.
He's a genuine animal.
Oh, I reckon he's only going to get better. Being a pen type.
We haven't seen the field, so we don't know.
No, they'll be out. Well, probably out nearly now, but we'll know more.
Okay.
Look, you can strike a field, he can still win it. Horsham very tight, probably doesn't suit him, but just think of it as a run running into the valley.
And then we don't know what's happening Monday or Tuesday.
No idea.
We know what's happening next Wednesday, don't we?
Geelong Cup. What do you think?
Geelong
They're all
Cup.
sort of clamming in together. Geelong
By the
Cup.
time we do this,
Yogi.
Geelong Cup will be over.
Oh, unless we do it early. We do it after.
It'll be over.
Thoughts? It's going to be splattered with internationals, Darren, I think.
Well, I hope so. I hope it is a strong race, because for Yogi to have any chance of getting to the Melbourne Cup, he needs to win the Geelong Cup. Plus, he needs to beat the most highly rated horse he can beat to get the maximum points.
Yeah.
No use beating an 80.
No.
He needs to beat a 105 rater. So I'm
Something
hoping there's
above
one in there that he can beat. So Geelong Cup, it's going to be a great race, because we all saw what Yucatan did in the Herbert Power, and he really blitzed him and could have won by 10 or 12. And I think what that means now is a lot of the trainers have suddenly had that, I realise now there's another class above us, so we better go Geelong or Moonee Valley or Bendigo now. So everyone's just changing their angles to try and get qualified.
Build their points up.
Or just realise now that if they want to win some prize money, these internationals are pretty good.
Of course, there is a last avenue of attack with the Yogi, which is the Lexus, which maybe not ideal.
Well, you need to win the Lexus to get in. Makes it hard. But look, he's on the minimum weight. He's way down the order, but there's a lot above him that won't run. And the Caulfield Cup, they'll sort that out even further. But we'll go to the Geelong Cup. If we can't win that, well, we can't win the Melbourne Cup, or we can't get to the Melbourne Cup probably. So we'll just go to Queen Elizabeth. Or there's other options.
There's
always
good
next
options.
year.
Yeah.
But the plan now is to run well in the Geelong Cup, hopefully win it, get maximum points. If we sneak into the field, we sneak in. If we don't off that, we've got to go to Lexus and win that. And if we don't do that, well, we probably go to the paddock.
Yep. Chance,
And Craig Williams is suspended. And all of Australia is waiting to see who Peter Morgani decides to put on Yogi.
Already have been in brief discussions with the trainers, stable.
Yes. Well, we don't actually know yet, so we'll decide.
We don't.
I think we're going to know on Monday.
Obviously, they're going to have other runners.
Plan.
Yeah, so we'll work with them, but
we just got to
definitely
try and win the race.
No matter who's on, Darren.
So that's Wednesday.
Yep.
All right, so we'll see you probably next Thursday.
Tuesday. We'll have a bit of vision and Nikita with galloping with. It was with Magic Circle, wasn't it, at the end? Or
Today, yeah. Magic Circle and Nikita going around, and then next Tuesday we'll be down here to see Brett Preble get hold of Nikita.
Yep.
And we'll do a little interview with him after that, and then we'll just send that to the owners. We won't share that with anyone else.
No, we can't share too much. No. We gave them enough last week.
We did.
They should have filled their pockets.
Yeah. I wonder what the next horse will do ATB-TV standing in front of.
A non-biter for a start, which that bloke was good. Yeah, we'll have to find one.
Stay tuned.
The owners will hate us, won't they?
No, maybe we won't tell them what the horse is.
Yeah, pick the horse. Yeah.
Well, I'm Darren Dance here with Peter Morganti. Have a great weekend. I hope you're back the winner of the Caulfield Cup.